All right. So first, I'll start with a tutorial on how to set up your Roll20 character token. So this is assuming that you have used D&D Beyond to create your character, and that you will now need a token or a character token in Roll20 to navigate the map. And so for that, we will let's see, we will add character, and then we will give your character a name. It automatically populates with a pre-generated name, and that is Oyadrab uh, Ilflow, though that will change each time you create a new one. And you'll see that that corresponds to this name here. And so we'll just name this name and Discord name. Now this will update your, and Discord name is of course your Discord name. So my Discord name is Animancy Press. So that is where that will go. Now you may not see in players' journals or can be edited and controlled by, but you can still upload a picture, which I will show you how to do next. Now your name here, notice that I've changed the name, but it hasn't changed over here yet. That's because I haven't hit save changes. But I'm not done yet. So I will go here and then go to tokens, and we will use Melchior's picture here. He's an NPC from the Forgotten on the Isle of Nemos adventure, or mini campaign rather. And then we will hit save changes. Now, because I as the DM will be using your character tokens to determine what your hit points are, and how healthy you are, and what I need to hit you if I roll an attack roll, and rather than ask you and wait for you to respond, I can just click on your token and look to see what your armor class is. So I'm going to edit this sheet directly because I would only use Charactermancer if I was creating my character in Roll20, and there is another video on that in the welcome video actually has that. And so I will edit this sheet directly, and I will add his armor class, which is 14, and let's see, and we'll say he has 10 hit points. And so you're going to add your armor class and your hit points from your character token, and then you're going to click the X up here. That is all you need to do. It is automatically saved. And then you're going to drag your token to the map for me, and you're going to grab it by the name, not the picture. If you grab it by the picture, it won't go. So then we're going to click the token. Well, I'm going to click the token. This isn't something that you can do, but yeah, now I need to bind your token to the character that it represents. And so I will go down here. I will look up name, which is your character's name, and then I will click on nameplate to view the nameplate, and then I'm going to erase the Discord name to keep the names small and able to be seen easily, like you can see down here. And then I'm going to bond you to your hit points by typing in HP, and then selecting that. And AC I don't need to do that for. But then I'm going to, and bar three is going to be your temporary hit points or other wild card sort of thing. And let's see, and I want to set these all to able to be seen by the other players. This will allow the other players to look at you and say, okay, and they won't see the numbers, they will just see the bar, and they'll say like, oh, okay, Rogue is at 2/3 hit points. I better heal him. And so I'm going to cast heal or cast cure wounds on a rogue, or healing word on rogue, and then yeah, you'll be able to do stuff like that. And then I'm going to update default to and save settings. And now you'll see that I can see how many hit points you have at a glance, and what your armor class is if I click on you. And yeah, so that is that. All right. And I'm going to put you back on the please wait screen, or the title screen here, while I prepare the next lesson. All right, welcome back. All right, so for this next portion, we will assume that, actually, we will just rename this guy Ian Tune, which is the name of a character I made for a one-shot. And then, so here I've got Ian Tune on D&D Beyond. And so we are going to roll him into initiative because he is going to fight this goblin. Let's see. So what I'm going to first do is make sure that I have him selected, and then I'm going to go to D&D Beyond, and then I'm going to find my initiative, which is right here. And I'm going to click on that, and my screen looks a little weird because I have. Oh, and I am of course using the D&D or the Beyond20 browser app, which if you install it should just work. So I will go over that next, but now we'll see that here in the turn order, I rolled a 14. And then this goblin, I will roll into initiative. And it looks like the goblin here will go first. Now, let's see, let me just do that. It's faster. And let's see, so the goblin will attack me. He's got a +4 bonus to attack. And I'm going to switch over to the chat tab so I can see what he rolled. And he rolled a 4 or a 5 +4. That is 9, so that will miss. And then it is Ian Tune's turn. And Ian Tune will, of course, move up to him. So the goblin used a sling to attack me. And Ian Tune only has a rapier, so he will come up, or he's got 2 short swords, actually. His 2 short swords is a good way to go. And then I will go over to D&D Beyond. And let's see, actually, looks like I have unarmed strike and flurry of blows. So I will hit the 2-hit DC of this. Let's see, that will hit. And then I will click unarmed strike here in the Roll20 chat, and that will do 7 hit points to the goblin. However, this is a tutorial goblin, so he will go to 0, which I will just type here and type 0. And then to mark him off as dead, I would come over here and click the X, or I would just delete this token to clear off the map. But he is a tutorial goblin, so he was going to get right back up. And and then I get a second attack, a second armed attack. So I'm going to roll that, and I can also click the damage from here in Roll20. So if I know that I hit in Roll20, which I did, I can do that, and it should automatically. Okay, and there it goes. It rolled a little bit late, but it did roll in fact, and that will do another 4 points of damage to the goblin. And then it is the goblin's turn. And the goblin is going to attack me now with his scimitar, which is a +4 to hit. And he is going to hit this time. And he's going to do a d6 +2. So he will do 6 points of damage to Ian Tune, who's now down to 4 hit points. And next, Ian Tune will attack him with his flurry of blows. So go back to here, show you this again. He will attack. Then he will make a flurry of blows attack, which will give him 2 more attacks. And then we'll come over here to Roll20. And let's see, the 9 did not hit. The flurry of blows, the first one did hit, so we will click that, and he will do 8 hit points worth of damage on the first one, and then he will hit him again for an additional 7, doing 15 points of damage to this goblin who only had 7 hit points. So he is essentially pounded him into the ground with his flurry of blows. And now the goblin made some noise as he fell to the ground, and Ian Tune is going to give him an investigation check to see if he can find anything on his person that is worth value, worth money. So he can now go buy a healing potion to help himself recover. or perhaps a stay on a. Oh, and he rolled a natural 20 on his investigation check. So he will find the sea goblin loot, which is, or the goblin loot, or the tutorial goblin loot rather, which is, I'll type that down here so you'll know what I'm talking about. And that is tutorial goblin loot. And that is basically the reward that you get for defeating the tutorial goblin. So that is combat in a nutshell. And then he will come over here, or Mr. Artificer over here will have heard the issue, and he will say, hey, Iron Tomb, what happened to you? And he will say, hey, Artificer, I just got in a fight with this goblin here. I found some tutorial goblin loot on him, but I'm all messed up. You think you could cast Cure Wounds on me? Artificer will say, yes, of course. I would love to help a friend out. Friend in need is a friend indeed. He will heal Iron Tomb. And yeah, that is combat and combat exploration and roleplay in a nutshell. And yeah, so you're welcome to join the server using the links down below in the description section. And yeah, join the server and join a game, or perhaps even start one. I do provide this module here for anyone who would like to run a game or run this particular game. And yes, you are welcome to do so. Thanks for coming, and I hope to see you in the game.